Federal prosecutors in New York have reportedly ordered President Trump's Inauguration Committee to turn over documents about its donors, finances, and activities. The New York Times, citing two people familiar with the investigation, reported that the lawyer working with the Inauguration Committee received a subpoena on Monday. The order sought a range of documents, including one related to the committee's donors and event attendees, as well as any benefits handed out. The report followed an earlier one from ABC, which said that prosecutors in the Southern District of New York's Public Corruption Section reached out to the Inauguration Committee on Monday afternoon. Prosecutors reportedly showed interest in whether any foreign figures donated to the organization and if staffers on the committee were aware that it was illegal. A spokesman for the Inauguration Committee told the Times that it was examining the subpoena and that it intended to cooperate with the probe. ABC News noted that Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, has been repeatedly interviewed by prosecutors in the district as part of its probe. Trump Organization Chief Finance Officer Alan Weisselberg has also agreed to cooperate with the investigation. So I have mixed feelings about this. Do I doubt that the committee for the inauguration committed some kind of fraud as it comes to the finances? No. But and I guess this is going back to the whole disillusion for both parties. Corruption, especially when it applies to members of Congress, presidents, cabinet members, is an almost daily occurrence. It's not a coincidence that the same people who will, for example, vote against new gun laws will get money from the NRA. People who deny climate change will be benefited by fossil fuel donors, and just people that have an opposing interest. So these kind of stories tend to backfire in a way because they allow a lot of the, I guess, liberal, I call them the Trump derangement syndrome people, which the definition of that is someone who is obsessed with him to the point of anything he does is evil and everybody else that opposes him is automatically good. But this kind of story will make them happy, but it will piss off his supporters. And I guess I kind of, in talking to a lot of them, realized that they like to see Trump as being treated unfairly. And this is something that I don't behoove them for thinking is unfair. You have a lot of Democrats, whether it's the senator from New Jersey, Bob Menendez, who's been able to stay in office after, being corrupt for years. Other ones in the past, like Jesse Jackson Jr. There's a lot of people that should be in prison or at least have some kind of subpoena brought before them in the same manner as is being done here. And the fact that it's out of New York is just going to cement the divide between both sides all the more. So what I mean by that? Well, you have a lot of Republicans who try to demonize California, New York, and a little bit of Illinois, but not really. But take these states and say, oh, those are where they're going to hate Trump and they're going to do anything to him. And this is validating what they believe. I'm not sure where exactly these filings come from, or rather where the New York Times, if there was any other magazine that could have broke this. And I'm not, behooving them for wanting to have the scoop, but, New York Times, New York, they're going to draw the line of the partisan attack on their dear leader, even if I don't agree with it. So, a developing story and certainly one to consider.